Welcome to Funky String Art, and today we're going to be making this design which I call Geo. So you take your card with the holes punched in them and you number them 1 round through to 8. So put 8 holes in, and on the inside of your card, if I turn mine over, you can see I've numbered them 1 to 8. And I've gone backwards, so I'm going left from 1 to 8 on the right hand side, but when I turn it over, and you can see that I've got the numbering right, it's 2 on the front there and 2 on the inside there. So that's how you want it to be. You want your thread to be single. Let me get my headphones out of the way. Oops, still caught. Right, your thread is single. So here it's double and then it trails off, as you can see there, to single and knotted at the end. I'll show you where the knot is. It's here with a little tail. Okay, so on the inside of your card, you insert the needle into hole number 1, turn it round and go into hole number 2. There. On the inside, go back into hole number 1. And on the front into hole number 3. Turn your card over and see where that tail is. That's that's the side where we keep going into the same hole for round 1. So back into hole number 1. Turn my card over into hole number 4. Turn it over, back into hole 1, over to the front, hole number 5. Hole number 1 on the inside. I'm getting my thread caught up with my headphones. On the front, hole number 6. Reverse, hole number 1. Hole number 7 on the front. So this is what it should be looking like. Hole number 1 on the inside, hole number 8, and that's our first round. And some people say that looks like a shell, so that's what it should look like. So when you get to hole number 8, turn your card over, and now we're going to focus on hole number 2. So we finish with hole number 1, and sometimes what I tell children to do is rub it out so they know that they don't return to that hole. So in hole number 8 here, we're going to cross over and go into hole number 2, and that's what I call our new hole of origin. So you're going from 2, have a look at that, my thread has doubled. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to give this one, I'm going to give this thread a tug and nothing's happening. So I tug the other thread and I see that with any luck, typical, I'll do that again, with any luck, it comes out. Okay, and I pull it up so it doesn't double. So I go into hole number 3, turn my card on the inside, I finished with hole 1, I'm going into hole 2, into hole 4, turn it round into hole 2. You can always replay the video over and over again and take your time. Into hole 5, turn over, hole 2, hole 6, turn over, hole 2, turn back over to the front, hole 7, turn over, hole 2, let me untangle my, my headphones have got caught up, so I'll untangle those, sorry about that. Back into hole 2 and hole number 8. Hole number 8, our last hole, it represents the end of a round. And if you can see, I've got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So my third round, I'm going to rub out 2. I finish with that. And now I'm going to go crossover from hole 8 into hole 3. Okay. And let me rub out the numbers here as well, because I don't need to go into those again either, on the front or on the inside of the card. So I go from 3 to 4, turn my card over, back into 3, 3 to 5, turn over, back into 3, 3 to 6, and I'm running out of thread. Will I make it? Turn over, and 3 to 7, that's going to be my last one. So this is what happens when you run out of thread. I'm going to take my needle out and I'm going to make a loop and put my thread through the loop, just like you're tying a lace. And then I'm going to place my needle inside the loop and I'm going to gently pull the thread and keeping it my needle on the card, so that when I pull tightly, I've got a knot at the base so that my threads aren't loose. And that's a really cool way of making a neat knot. Snip that, and I'm going to thread my needle. And it was very well behaved and threaded first time with ease. So I didn't finish round 4 using hole number 3, so I have to finish off. So on the inside of my card, I go into hole 3 and finish off at hole 8. Remember, 8 is always the signifier of the end of a round. Okay, so I've done 1, 2, 3 rounds. Now I'm on my 4th round. I'm going to snip this thread and I'm going to rub out 3 so I don't go back into 3. So here I am at 8 on the inside, and I'm going to snip this as well so it doesn't get in my way. I'm going to cross over into hole number 4 and I'm going to rub out 3 on the front of my card so that I'm not tempted to go back into that one. So I go 4 to 5, always going forward. Turn the card over, back into 4. 4 to 6. Turn my card over to inside, back into 4. 4 to 7. Turn my card over, back into 4. Last one, end of a round. 8 is our end of a round. Turn my card over. I finish with 4 now, so I'm going to rub out number 4, and I'm going to cross down into hole number 5, and we're almost there. 5 to 6. Let me rub out 4. 5 to 6. Back in at 5. 5 to 7. Turn over, back in at 5. 5 to 8. 8 is the end of our round. So I cross down. First of all, let me rub out 5. I finish with 5. I cross down into 6. Front of my card, I rub out 5. I won't be going back into 5 at all. 6 to 7. Turn the card over, back in at 6. 6 to 8, end of our round. So we finish that round really quickly. Turn our card over, rub out 6. And cross down into 7. This is almost our last one. Rub out 6 here on the front. Slip into 8. That's the end of that round, very quickly done. Now, on the inside of a card, let me rub out 7, I've done that. You end up with the identical pattern on this side apart from here to here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from 8 to 1, come out there, and then for this bit, you want to tease your needle into in between the threads and go back into hole number 1, like that. Okay, and now we've completed the pattern. And to finish off, I'm going to slip my needle through the threads, like that, and again, like that. And then I'm going to show you the way I knotted it before. So make a loop, bring my thread through the loop as if you're making a tying a piece of string. So I have my loop, and then I place my needle into the loop and press it against the card and pull the thread until it touches the base of this piece of thread and touches the card, and that means my thread will be taut. Give it a snip. I'm going to give here a bit of a snip so that it's really neat, and rub out my 8. Write your numbers in really faintly, otherwise they'll show even when you rub them out. And rub out my numbers here. And that's my card, and you can have it this way or this way. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please feel free to watch other string art videos. Thank you. Bye.